Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Shapez 2. This is such an awesome game. Anyway, so we have progressed pretty well. Our next milestones require red and blue shapes, but we don't have access to fluids and painting yet, so we have to do it another way. We will find that way. In the meantime, I've got a couple of tasks queued up, and they are progressing. If we have a look at the tasks, this one is underway, and we'll need to find another circle to put on top of that one. This one, we'll just need to find a little half circle, and we'll figure all that out. This one needs a little quarter circle and another quarter circle on top of a quarter circle, so we'll figure that out. But the big one, we want to get to the next milestone, fluids and painting. So, how do we do that when we don't have the ability to color? Well, we can zoom out, because we did unlock platforms. Let's just go back there. We unlocked space platforms, so we can actually build platforms out on the map wherever we want. And as you'll see, we have a red circle effort over here, and we got blue square things over here, and that's what is required. So let's start with the red circle. We need a semicircle, and we've already got, as soon as we've zoomed out enough, you can see when we zoom in, we get all the basic factory controls. When we zoom out, we get the foundation controls and shape miners. Let's start with, I think we'll head out in that direction. So we'll put a shape miner down, and then we'll rotate it there. And we have shape miner extensions. You've seen them before. And those also have a direction. So we can add those. That now gives us, let's just remove that quickly. Okay. Now we can just press Control Z to undo things and Control Y to redo. But as you can see, I've got one miner, and that's provided 4 little mining slots. Then this has added another 4. This has added another 4. And if we put one more in, it adds the next 4. So that is great. Now we need somewhere to process things and make the shapes that we want. And I don't want to have to take it all the way back to the vortex area. That area is just currently for minor tasks, these pin tasks, and for deliveries. So we go here, and there are foundations. So I'm going to grab a 2x2 foundation, and I'm going to pop it, yeah, why not right there? And then we can zoom in, and we can do our normal thing. So if I grab the extractor, pop it in, grab a belt, zip that over to this side, and then what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to split this. Now, we can do it like this, and we will get the shape that we want, I believe. No, hang on. Let's just extend this belt just a little bit more. We put the cutter in, and that will actually give us the shape that we want. So you can see the half circle in red coming out. So pop the belt in, pop that belt in, and now we can send this back. But how do we do that? So if we zoom out, we have this space belt. So we can add a space belt. And I'm going to put it onto here, just rotate it in the correct direction. And then we're going to zoom right out, and we're going to bring that across right in. We can zoom in while we are holding the button down and go right there. Okay, so we have a belt, and we have basically 4 lanes on this belt. So what's going to happen is when we connect our belt over here, oops, wrong one. Got to zoom in some more. Connect our belt over here and pop it into this lane. It will stay in this lane. That means that we can have quite a few of these little setups producing. We can use all the mines. But right now we are going for this one, and it requires 1200, so maybe not a bad idea to have a second one. So that's what I will do. Extractors in, belt in, cutter in. Didn't need that last one. Belt that in, bring this through, and plug it in there. All right. So look, we're at, with our upgrades currently, we're at 90 per minute. We could upgrade that to 120, but it's not really going to help us much. But as you can see, when you do an upgrade over here, it affects everything. And if you have everything on the same level, then everything is going to work as is displayed on the items. So for example, the cutter where it says 30 per minute. If we were to upgrade that, it would increase. But yeah, okay, so that's good for now. We have stuff coming in, and as you can see, the belts is showing that we have stuff coming in. And it's on the 2 belts on the outside. I'm going to need to shimmy a couple of belts in, and I know at the beginning I signed a contract to say I will not create spaghetti. I lied. There will be spaghetti. Okay, 1 in there. And just by the way, in case I didn't mention this before, you can raise belts over other belts and run them on the... Oopsie, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, run them on top of other belts and run them into the vortex at a higher level. Now, I could have 2 items coming in here. I could have another belt coming in underneath this one and have them splitting in. So the 4 spaces that you got here are actually 8. Because you can run them on top of each other. But there you go. We're starting to produce those red semicircles, and now we need to move on to the next item. And that will require these guys. So, I'm going to do the same kind of thing. I'm going to put a platform out. Let's see. I will go... Let's go like that. I'll have to put a space belt between these 2 because they're quite far apart. Extractor that way, and then I will take the extension there, and bring this one in as well. Don't know if I need all of those, but I'm doing them anyway. Right, cool. Now we can zoom right in, get our extractors on these. I'll put them on this side. And now we need to cut these twice. So I'm going to pop that in there. All right, so that's going to give us what we need over here. And you do need to connect belt and belt just like that, just by clicking on each of them, and that sorts that out. Okay, so what I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to use these ones. The orientation is not important right now, so as this is not a big deal. So I'm going to extend this through. I will bring our cutter tool, and they need 4 to process a full line. And as you can see, they are doing their thing over here. So what I can then do is do a rotation. I need a 180 rotation, and this will align these all the same. And I'll bring a belt out to bring them out. Now this is actually going to need 2 belts, because now we've doubled up on the product. So let's bring that one to there, bring it out, put that one in there, and then bring these out to there. And then I'm going to need to cut them again. Now I don't mind losing the little gray block, so I'm going to use, oopsie, the normal cutter, the half destroyer. Just make sure that I'm getting the half that I want. I'm not, I'm going to have to rotate. Wait, am I? Ah, yes, I'm going to have to rotate. So we're going to rotate 90 degrees, because remember it cuts north to south. Okay, press O to expand selection to all. Okay, so we'll do that. Wonder why this isn't coming through. Oh man, really wasn't concentrating on this one. Okay, I'm going to have to redo all of this. Let's try that again, shall we? All right, 180 rotation there, and there. This belt, what we're going to do is we're going to raise this one up, take that over the top, and then back at ground level, we're going to take this belt out over here. There we go. And then I'm going to bring this one out, and this is where I'm going to do the first cuts. So we are going to need to rotate 90 degrees. That should sort that one out. And then I'm going to cut with the shape destroyer. And there we go. That's that one done. And I can bring that belt forward and just bring it into one of the outputs. Okay, I'll do the same with this line. So if I go up a level, and then I'm going to bring this down over here, bring the rotation in, bring the cutters in, and that gives us the same. And anyway, this one's coming down and in. Okay, now we need to get these blocks back to our base. And we do that over... Now, I'm kind of thinking at some point we're going to need another shape. Shape goal has been completed. Okay, we'll get to that. At some point in these milestones, we are going to need to merge the blue and the red. So I think maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up something halfway. So I'll put a platform over here and have that kind of line up like that. Then I can bring this belt through to there. And then this belt, rotate it and bring this in and plug it into there. That should be good. All right, so now the blues will come through. Okay, there we go. We got the ones that we wanted. And that will start addressing now. I don't see... Oh, you know what? I did make a bit of a hash up here. The semicircles are not required yet. It's the full circles that are required. So I'm going to have to fix that. And I'm sorry for everyone that was screaming at the screen. So the way I'm going to do this, boy, I've kind of messed it up a little. But I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste this down over here. And then I'm going to do some more extractors. There's going to be a little bit of a problem over here, but I think I can deal with it. If I go like this, bring this one down and throw it in there. And then this one, I wonder, I've never tried this before, so it'll be a first. But if we go up over here, we can go over. Ooh, look at that. And then I can come down over here and plug it in. Excellent. There we go. Multi-level building. Now that's going to maintain these shapes so that when I do need them, which will not be far away, because we... Oh, man. Now, what was I thinking? Oh, we are finished with the semicircles, so no, never mind. We need to make the full circle. So it's good that I'm bringing these through, then we can get a couple of stackers going. That means that this belt can go... In fact, let's just get rid of all of these over here. I'm going to bring this belt right here up and over. And then I'm going to put some stackers in. We'll be back on ground level. There's 6 of them. And we can throw those into... Ooh. Oh, yes, of course. Being a bit of an idiot again. We need to rotate one of them. So 180-degree rotation. And belt those in. And there we go, we got that. Okay, so let me just fix up this. And we can deliver that belt into that port. Cool, now that should be a full belt. When it eventually comes right. It'll take a moment. Or am I imagining things? Yep, there we go. First correct one. Good. So I won't make that mistake again. We'll take this immediately. 180 and do that. Belt. Belt. We're going to bring this one along the bottom. I'm going to bring this one up and over the top. Pull a stacker in here. Is that 6? Yep. Extend that belt. Extend the top belt. Go back down. And there we have it. Okay. That's the red circles being taken care of. We got through them pretty quickly, the first bunch, so this shouldn't be too bad. Let's go see what's happening with the blue squares. Okay, they are not blue squares. What is happening? Ah, one of the setups is incorrect. Yes, the one that I didn't actually set up properly. Nice. Okay, I see my mistake. So this one is working. Okay, well, since this one is working, and we do want to clear this belt, I will bring some belts over, and we'll take this one out to here, and this one to there, and just clear those belts. I'm going to need to go back to the base and set up where those are going. Yeah, we do have a couple of free ports on this side, so I believe it's this one and this one. I think we could get away with going over the top and popping, oopsie, that won't do. Popping that in there. And then, nope, not what I wanted to do. Bring that into there, and then the other one up over here and into there. Alright, so that should deal with those, I think. Yeah, it's bringing them in. That's cool. Alright, let's go and fix the issue over here. First things first, I'm going to take this. Actually, no, it is right. I just didn't plug the correct belt in here. Okay, so let's break that line. And there we go. That fixes it. And that should put what we need back where we need it. Right, let's have a look at these tasks. We are going very slowly on this one. Wonder why that stopped. Okay, we have... yeah, we can unlock that. Now we're up to 16 research points. The next one requires that little semicircle in there. Okay. Well, things are going to start getting busy on this platform, so what I may need to do is move a lot of these task operations offshore. Oh, and we're actually doing a task inadvertently. Bonus. Let's have a look at what that task is. Oh, it's way down here. Goodness. Oh, that was unexpected. Well, maybe we'll do a platform out there and address this task. Because we're not going to finish that. But let's see what happened to the circles. They started, but they are not working now. Oh, there's quite a lot of stuff here that I need to break down because it's not actually working anymore. Okay, this is the one that stopped. What was supposed to be on the bottom? It's these items. They are there. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Well, I think that should be fairly easy to fix. These circles are supposed to go over there. I've cut them off. Weird thing to do. Alright. So I'm going to need to just find a way for this to travel through. And the spaghetti starts. Alright, so what I'm going to need to do is just shimmy this under. And that should sort that out. Yeah. Okay, good, good. Let's see, is that working again? It does appear to be working. Cool, so we can get that milestone out of the way. These are flying along pretty nicely. They are moving, good. But I think I'm going to do some cleaning up. There's a lot of stuff over here that I don't need anymore. But just at the same time being careful, because I do need a quarter circle, which I can get from this lot by cutting that. These are going into here. I don't need this anymore. And I have my 3/4 squares going over here. Huh. That's pretty convenient, actually. So if I take this and just have a regular cutter, what am I going to get? I'm going to get that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bring that one back. Belts in. Now wait, before I do that, it's going to need to rotate 180. I have my 180 rotator. This then, this little section here is, what am I doing? Okay, this isn't needed. So let's get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of this slot as well. And this slot is gone. Remove these belts. No, just the bottom ones. Up to there, bring a belt in under there and across to this side. And if all goes well, I'm going to get exactly the shape that I want. Huh, look at that. So very easy. And I think I can remove these top ones. Don't need them right now. I don't think. Gosh, I hope I haven't cut something off that I was actually using. I don't think so. Okay, this is all working. It's good. Oh, wow. Okay, I see what's going on here. I actually need to have another setup like this. This is not being used anymore. So if I remove that and then I create this setup again. So left click, drag, copy it, but flip it and then rotate. Okay, that's going to create exactly the same thing. And then, okay, so this shape is actually what I need. It's actually the 2 blocks on top of that. So somewhere I haven't been keeping track of what I've been doing. We finished another pin task, but yeah, I'll get to that. I'm going to remove this for now. I'm going to bring this belt down to there and across. This belt I'm going to bring over and raise it up and stack these two. That should be the same orientation. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. So then I can just remove that last piece there. Yep, that's good. And now I can belt this in and just... I actually don't even need to do that. I can just put this over to here, raise it up and plug it in. And that is now cut off. So I could actually just remove this. And with any luck, yep, we are getting the shapes that we want out now. Good, good. Getting very, very busy up here. And in the meantime, we have finished another task. Well, actually, we finished a task. So we can unlock that. We're busy with this one. That needs another circle on top of it. I'm going to have to clean things up before we do that. This one is now ticking. Milestones. So we need to get the full blue square before we can get onto this milestone. That's fine. And it requires 8,000. It's pretty hectic. So let's finish this one. Build this one. Then from that we can build the blue square and then stack. So yeah, we're not going to do anything there right now. In the meantime, I'll just concentrate on knocking off a few of the tasks. And maybe cleaning up this area a little bit because, wow. I don't even know where things are going in anywhere anymore. This half circle that is being used, yes. Okay. And there's too much of it coming through, which is actually perfect because we're going to need, I think we're going to need to stack for the next task. Yeah, we're going to need to stack the quarter on top of the quarter circle. So we'll leave this whole system running. This system is still working, but it does not need to be working. Okay, I'll get rid of that. That gives us a free circle belt, which I think we're going to need right now. All right, where is that? It's over here. So this place is an absolute nightmare. I'm going to need to bring this belt around to this side to be able to do this, because it is chaos. And I don't know what I should remove because I haven't really been keeping an eye on things. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll bring this one down over here, and then this belt, instead of picking it up and going over into there, I'm going to delete this because we've achieved this one already. Then I'm going to take this belt and I'm going to zip it underneath over here, raise it up, and then go through and into here. Nope, I got it the wrong way around. Okay, so that's going to need to come out. This one needs to be on top. So I'm going to bring this one down to ground level, and then I'm going to pick this one up, bring this one over the top, and I think I'm going to need to go at ground level one more over. Yes, and then I can get the stacker. And that's what I want. Oopsie, not that. And that will be, hopefully, what we're looking for. I can just bring that in here. All right, what are we missing? Oh, gosh. Just fix that up quickly, and now we're working. Good, good, good. All right, so that one is now being addressed. This one is ticking along. Yep, it's still moving. Good. This one's still moving. Excellent. Things are going well. So I'm going to let this run for a moment. I want to finish these tasks so that I know that there's nothing going on this platform, so I can delete everything and we can set up the next tasks. Okay, I have finished a goal. And that is the... okay, let's have a look at it. So I finished the quarter square, so I need to put it into a half square. I think we can do that pretty easily. And I'm going to change this whole thing up when we get to the full square, because I've been ignoring some of the nice tools that we've got, and I'd like to get into them. But let me just sort this out. So I'm going to cut this line. I did double up on this just to make things move a little bit faster. But if I take this one up and I bring it across... oh, before I do that, hang on. So I need to rotate this by 90 degrees clockwise. Right. Belt that in, bring it over, one, go up, and 3 more across. We can cut this off now, come down, get the stacker going, and it wasn't 180, it was supposed to be 90, that one. Right, now once that's fixed, it'll be working. Good. So we can start addressing that one. We finished a task as well. That is unlocked. So now we need to put a semicircle on top of a semicircle. This is almost done. Good, good. So now that these are moving, I can go back to base. All right, so I did clear a bit of stuff up, but this is where I need to bring in another quarter. Oh my gosh, you know, really forgetting belts. And this one on this side is now finished. Where is it? Over here somewhere. So we'll grab those points. We've got a nice amount of points for when we need to do something urgently. Right, so this isn't necessary anymore. And none of this is necessary anymore. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rip this all out. I really hope that I haven't broken anything. And if I have, well, no big deal. I'll just redo it. That is clean now. This is still doing what I need it to do. I do need another setup like this. So what I'll do is hide the top belts, copy this, Control C, I'll whip it over to the other side, flip and rotate to plug this in over there. There's a rogue belt over here that shouldn't be here. It's this one. And that will give us that portion. Now, if I cut this belt and I bring this one across, this is already in the correct spot. So I can bring that across, raise it up, 6 over, stackers. Let's just have a look at the top belts. Yeah, we'll put one there, and we need another belt up at the top. And that is making the shape that we need. So I can just bring this over and in. Good. So that one will be sorted out. And we have started on this one, and it's going very, very slowly. I'm not sure if there's anything that I can really do to fix it. I'm kind of limited on space. I wonder if we can duplicate this. Ooh. Copy that and put it over there. Oh, very interesting. Look at that. I copied a whole platform. And then I need one of these and one of those and maybe that one. And we have all 4 of those. Not that it really matters a heck of a lot. I'll put that in there, that in there. Belt this in to there. Belt this one into there. And now we've just doubled that production. What I can do here, if I zoom out, I'll grab this belt and come down into there. Make sure that these are on the same line, on the same section of belt. So it's the second one from the bottom, second one from the bottom. Good. Well, that'll double that production, and it'll make it easier when I need the squares. Although it's going to be very different when I do the squares. Anyway, as you can see, we've started using outside sources. And we are bringing stuff in once it's made out in the factory. Little thing that just popped up over here said that if I select something like that and I press O, it selects the entire line. Ooh. Interesting. So everything that's connected to this little network is now selected. Huh. Oh, that makes it easy to delete things. So basically you could just click on that and press O and then just delete everything, or make a blueprint out of it. All right, this is actually sort of backing up, but not quite. So this indicates that this is actually a full belt now. Is it correct? Yeah, not quite. I wonder if there's a way to speed up these external belts. Let's have a look at the upgrades. No, it doesn't look like it. I have to see what's going on there. Or maybe these just naturally run faster. Kind of looks like it does. Let's see if this works. We don't need the red circles over here anymore. So if I click that and press O and then delete. Oh, look at that. That makes things easy. Nice. Nice. All right. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to actually bring this red belt across to here. And you can use the anchors here as well. So that will eventually go to there. I'll just redirect. Perfect. Maybe I can even speed that up. We'll have to see once we get there. But first I just want to finish that, and it is moving pretty quickly now. Yeah, there we go. It's a full belt. Okay, so now that it's balanced out, this is a full belt and it's moving really nicely. And that is 90 per minute. So it'll take a few minutes to finish the 2000 that we need. But that's all good. Nice, we finished another task. Good. All right, that is great news. That means that this whole thing over here, which I'm going to click, press O, and delete, is no longer needed. Look at that. Everything's so clean now. Okay, let's have a look at this one. That shouldn't be too difficult. It's basically one factory to make that, and then duplicate that factory, plop it on top, duplicate again, plop it on top. All right. Let's see how we can do this. Well, we'll pin that one. Okay, so we need the squares. And we need... actually, I think I have a blueprint for that. Opposite quarters. All right. I do have a blueprint for that. And what I will do, put that in 4 times and bring a belt through here. Let's bring that belt into there. And then I'll copy this. Oh, copy and flip, rotate. There we go. And then these all need to come into a belt, which I'll bring up over here. And then we're going to need to... Actually, we don't need to rotate them because they should be in the same orientation. Oh, somehow I removed the extractors on this, unless I never had them here. All right, well, let's... we'll just fix this slot up. Bring that through to there. Right. So that's bringing those in that orient. Oh, it's perfect. Perfect. So I can bring these across to here. Bring these in and raise them up right in there. I think that's right. Go back down, bring this belt under, and then stack them. And that gives us the shape that we want. Then I can just grab a belt, bring it out this way, and drop it in. Okay, so that one is now being addressed. Perfect. In the meantime, we are getting there. What I'm going to do here then, just to prepare for the next ones, which as you can see are just the same shape. Oh no, it's just quarter circles stacked. Cool. Okay, that's easy. Grab that, copy, flip, rotate. I'm going to bring that one down to there, and this will give us our next set of quarter circles. Yep, that's correct. And this will give us our last set of quarter circles that we'll need to stack. So once this is done, then we are going to take this belt, we're going to bring it around in this direction. We're going to stack those on top of these. Then once that's done, we're going to stack these on top of the whole thing. And yeah, it's all looking good. So we wait. Or I could do more, but right now I just want to get through because the next tasks require different shapes and different colors. And I want to tackle these two together. And I want to get this out of the way because we're going to need a shape that we haven't used yet, which is either going to come from here or there or there. Actually, that might be the right place for it to come from. But as you can see, we have more circles in the world. We have more squares. We have all sorts of other shapes, but we'll get there. Okay, so that's that task done. Can unlock, and then we can bring this one in. I'm going to need to just remove this and bring it down in the other direction and around. And I don't think I want to do it right here, do I? No, I don't. I think I'll break the belt over there. Select that piece. Okay, good. So this one needs to be on top. I'm going to bring this down to there and shimmy it over that way. And then this one I'll bring up and over to there. Then the stackers there, and just pop this one in. And that should sort the next one out. Perfect. All right, well, a few things that we haven't looked at, controls we haven't looked at. We can create map markers. So if we go out on the map and go, all right, well, I'd like to, yeah, let's do the circles. Circles. Wait, where did it put that marker? I'm not exactly sure where it put it. Let's go to the circles. I have no idea what I just did. Anyway, circles, save. Now, is that going to, I see. Okay, so the first one that I did, it was right in the middle, so we can delete that. And this one, it's circles, so I can just go straight to circles. Pretty handy. So you have to be on the spot that you want to mark when you mark it. Nice. And I can jump back and I can go home. Really cool. Can turn the grid on and off. Shape transfer, I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. Conflicts, if there are any, we'll be able to pick them up with that. And if you zoom right in, then you can toggle the visible floor, the same as pressing V. Toggle the second floor visibility. Oh, the vortex indicates we will deliver the correct shapes. Okay, well, thank you for that. Okay, so yeah, that's just telling us about these check marks and the crosses and the grayed out check marks. These arrows you can use the same as using Q and E, E to go up, Q to go down, or you can use these arrow keys. But we have finished this one now, so we can unlock it, and the next one is already basically lined up. So I just need to break this belt, pull that through, we'll bring that up and pull this underneath this belt, grab the stackers, and just like that, we have the shape that we want. Perfect, so I'm going to let that tick along. And we are almost finished with this, so I can switch over to doing the squares. I don't need the squares individually, but I do need them for underneath the red circle, so that's what we'll do. Right, we are there. We are there. All right, so now we'll head out to the blue zone, and I'll figure out how I'm going to do this exactly. I'm wondering. I was going to change up things because there's tools I haven't used yet, which may actually be better and save some pieces, although I'm not sure that's going to be heck of a beneficial. So what I'll do then This is probably going to end up then taking longer than I wanted, but I'm going to move this belt. I'm going to put this belt on that line. So it'll come through on the second one from the top. It'll be there. So I'm going to cut this off. Delete that. And delete that. Then I'm going to divert the red ones. There's going to be way too many red ones. But that's okay. I'll bring that to there. Break this belt. And bring this one in. Let's put it over there. And back over to this side. Alright, so before we do anything with the red ones, I need to make these into squares. Let me just trim this off a little more. The way I'm going to do that, 180 turn on this. So I can put that line in there, bring that one down. I'm going to bring that across one, and then I'm going to bring it up. No, I'm not. I'm not going to bring it across one. I'm going to just put it in there, bring it up, and then I'm going to head down this way. And then I should be able to bring this belt in underneath. Cool. And then I'll just stack them. And that will give us our squares. Okay, why are some of them doing strange things? I think maybe it's because there were a couple on the belt that were still the wrong way around. I hope. Ah, see, there was some strange stuff going on. Anyway, so that means that I can bring this belt back up over here, bring it around, and the blue square goes at the bottom, so I'll drop that in there. The red ones, not sure if I need to merge the belts. I don't know if I've got enough. We will see. So I'll go up from there and bring it across. Pull the stackers in. I do need to add that. Might as well add that as well. Let's just see how this goes. And then I can bring a belt out here and head straight into one of these. And hopefully that leads us to a hole somewhere. So let's see, it's the second one. No, it won't. All right, that's fine. Got to do some housekeeping anyway. So let's grab that. And we will bring this belt in and down. There we go. All right, so there's our little factory. And we are making what we need. Perfect. And it is a full belt by the looks of things. Yep, the belt is full. Okay, so we finished the task. Top in there. We have 42 research points. I'm being a little stingy with them, but I'm not going to queue up any more just yet. I don't actually remember if this milestone is required for the operator upgrades. It may be a permanent factory, but we'll see when we get there. I mean, I could scale it down, make it a lot more compact, and put it onto one platform. Although, we could go in here and we could buy bigger platforms. So 2x2 is 20 points. That's not too bad. Although I got 42, I could do these upgrades. I don't need more vortex inputs at the moment. Not sure if it's going to be very important. But there's an L shape, T shape, 2x2 with a cross. And then there's the big 3x3 foundations. And later on, we'll get into logic gates. Ooh, there's so much to do. But before we even get to that, we've got trains. So this is the one we're working on. 70 out of 8,000. We're getting there. And that will unlock paint and fluids, which is exactly what we're going to be doing in the next episode. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do some housekeeping by just removing everything. In fact, to do it the easy way, click on the belt, press O, press delete, boom, all gone. In fact, the miners have gone too because they were part of that line. But that's fine. And we're nice and clean, and we're working on one milestone. But if you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notification. I know this was a bit of a dragged out one. The requirements are getting pretty large. We could upscale and make more miners and increase our input production so that we can increase our output production. There is that, but I'm trying to make this as informative as possible. I don't want to rush through it so that people get lost and don't really understand what's going on. And that's where I want to keep it. But yeah, leave me your comments. Let me know what you think of the playthrough. I really do appreciate you watching. Thank you to all my members and subscribers. Next time, we're going to be unlocking fluids and painting. It should be good fun. Thank you, everybody, and until next time, cheers.